Super Smash Bros. Is basically a giant Nintendo ad and a fanfiction. And of course, Nintendo couldn't create a game featuring all of their most profitable IPs without throwing in this guy. Unfortunately for the Marios in Super Smash Bros. Melee, Mario and his clone character Dr. Mario, they ultimately fall short of top tier. However, the Marios have some stuff going for them. And by fusing and buffing the attributes of Doc and Mario, Project Plus was able to create a character capable of winning major tournaments. But just how do they work? As a dedicated Mario's main, let me present my findings to you. Before we get into their moves, let's tackle why these characters work differently. Now, can anyone tell me the difference between Doc and Mario? Actually, none of this is true. Doc and Mario weigh about the same, with Doc being slightly heavier. Mario and Doc have the same run speed, but slightly different drift. Their smashes are slightly different, with Dr. Mario's smashes generally dealing more damage. Of note here is F-Smash. Mario's has higher range and less damage. Their tilts function differently as well. Both Marios have F-tilts that are decent for poking, with Doc's having slightly better frame data. Mario's up tilt is better in my opinion, as it has an amazing hitbox for pop-ups. Doc's up tilt does more damage and can pop up, but only after the initial hitbox. And both down tilts are pretty much unusable until Hypersense, where Mario's will pop up and Doc's will semi-spike backwards, which is really only useful by the ledge. Their jab frame data is the exact same, but Dr. Mario's jab does more damage. Doc's dash attack is stronger, with a better hitbox and less end lag. Aerials are where the real differences come into play. In general, Dr. Mario's aerials have slightly more end lag. Mario's Nair is your standard, long-lasting aerial, strong as it comes out, weaker as it stays. You all want to know a funny fact about Dr. Mario's Nair? When Dr. Mario nairs, he actually transforms into a character named Gerald, a pediatric doctor from Long Island. Yeah, not many people know that. And also, Gerald's Nair gets stronger the longer that it's out. Both Marios have solid bears for zoning, with Dr. Mario's bear sending at a semi-spike angle. Both Marios have a fair that can break CC, but Mario's is a meteor, and Doc's is the fist. A consistent kill confirm off the top. Both Marios have an up air that is good for juggles and combos, but Mario's does 1% more. This wouldn't seem like it matters, right? Well, it does, because Smash is weird, but we'll get to that later. Both Marios have amazing multi-hit dares, but Mario's has a landing hitbox, which is generally better. Landing hitboxes are pretty good in Smash, as it can make moves tricky to punish. We'll cover a majority of the Mario specials in the offstage section. Mario's fireballs are relatively useless. They don't do that much damage, go slow, and have a poor angle to them. Dr. Mario's pill has a much better angle and deals 2% more. Yay! Both fireballs, however, can be clanked by good moves, which can make them niche. Now that we've covered the slight ways and that they're different, let's talk about how they play neutral.
It's me, Mario!
Marios are a fundamentals-based character. By using his above-average aerials and strong grounded normals, Marios want to set up into solid grab follow-ups and kill confirms. Their ground games will consist of wave dashes, crouch cancel, down smashes, dash dance, grabs, and the occasional tilts. Mario's a fun wave dash. Who doesn't like to hear their favorite Italian go woo? The Marios can overshoot with Nair in a similar way to Falcon or Pikachu. It just ends up being less effective because they're slow and small. F-tilt ends up being a solid poke in neutral. Don't do downward angled forward tilt as Mario though. They literally forgot to code this move. Dare is a solid option for getting out of disadvantage and can have some niche usage in his combo game. Spacing aerials such as Fair and Bear and Neutral can keep opponents at bay. Fair can be used to overshoot and pressure and leads to a combo more than not. Up air can be used as a tool for sharking and pressuring shields on platforms as it auto cancels. In a way, they're like a poor man's Falcon. They're cheap. However, lukewarm take alert. Because of the way their kits work, Mario is way more suited for rushdown than Doc. Doc has several things that make him better for playing defensive. One is his aerials. Bear, which sends at a really good angle for keeping opponents out. Nair weak hit is worse for comboing, and strong hit sends very far away. Moves like up air and up tilt can be inconsistent for combos. His aerials have slightly more end lag than Mario's, making them hard to approach. And then we have the up B cancel, a frame 4 out of shield option that is incredibly difficult, unless you're sick with it. This makes shielding unsafe approaches way more valuable as Doc, as you can potentially get a combo, slight advantage, or a landing mix-up. Mario's hitboxes are smaller, which can make stuffing your opponents out more difficult. Finally, we have the consistency of the Doctor's kill confirms, especially off throw. Mario gets all the aerials plus less end lag. Worth noting is that Mario has an easier combo off moves like up tilt and up air, making rushdown more rewarding. It's not as satisfying when you're trying to rush somebody down and your moves get counter hit, or send somebody too far away to follow up. Because Mario lacks kill confirms, letting moves like the Scorpion Sting, aka Mario F Smash, rock in neutral is much more valuable. The main problem with the Marios is their lack of speed and range. They got good aerials, sure, but they pale in comparison to the top tiers, and their speed is average, ranking literally in the middle. This can make dealing with large zoning hitboxes difficult. If you play your cards right, pick your timings correctly, and crouch cancel, you may find your way in for a juicy punish. Punish game in Smash is based on weight, percent, fall speed, among other things. For the purposes of this, we're going to focus on percent and fall speed, but note that there are some exceptions. The Mario's combo game is actually quite solid. Their throw game is aided by their down throw and up throw, and their throws are close enough that I don't really have to cover them differently. Yay. Up throw leads to regrab, tech chase, aerial, or your choice of normal at the low percents on fast fallers. One of my favorite things to do is Mario's up throw regrab into an up smash, potentially tech trapping Fox and giving him a taste of his own medicine. Low percent versus middleweights, you can get a regrab, aerial, or normals. Low percent versus floaties, you can generally get an aerial or normal, but watch out for counter hit now. Mid percents versus fast fallers, up throw will still net a normal or follow up, but down throw starts to chain grab. With the combination of down throw and up throw, the Marios can chain grab spacies to death. Yeah, you want to ban FD versus these guys. The finisher for the chain grab is much easier to execute for Dr. Mario than it is for Mario. Because Mario lacks the consistent kill confirms, he'll chain grab until one of his smashes is a kill, but Doc can chain grab and then up throw fair around 100 for the easy peasy kill. Hey, remember Mario up air? Because of that additional percent, up air starts to send characters into tumble hit stun rather than regular hit stun. The same up air combo as Doc will be much harder to land than a Mario up air combo, as Mario can perform Falcon-esque combos with your up airs, except you have no knee to finish it. You have to nair or something. Doc requires tight links between his up airs, especially when it's non-tumble. It would be great if you could up air, fair consistently, but the startup of fair and the hits done on nair makes different combos more efficient, unless you're at high percents. Doc can up B cancel in combos. It'll set up for tech chase on platforms or a follow-up on DIN versus fast fallers. Versus middleweights and floaties, it stays a get off me tool. Both Marios don't mind inserting an up tilt to extend their combos. However, as Doc, the first frame of up tilt sends out, so you want to try and use a later inner hit in combos. Doc can end stocks with down throw or up throw into fair on a bunch of characters. Having a consistent kill confirm is pretty good. Mario cannot. You can do down throw into stuff like F smash or pivot F smash, but this is way harder. That's why they call it Mario-ritis. The Marios can be tricky to combo. The combination of their middling weight and floaty fall speed makes traditional combos harder. However, baiting out their landing options and abusing their floatiness can make the juggle state easy versus them. The Marios have magnet hands. What does this mean? Every character in the game has a different ledge grab box. Marios can sweet spot better than most characters and avoid many of those pesky moves that hit below ledge. Additionally, they have two tools to assist with their vertical and horizontal momentum. Down B is the Mario Tornado and it will boost Mario in the air the harder the B button is mashed. With a skilled mash, the height gain will be significant. Mario's side B is Cape. Similar to Marth's side B, one use of the cape will have a horizontal momentum stalling effect. All these resources give Marios a comparable recovery to Marth, who has one of the better recoveries among top tiers. It's not as good as Jigglypuff though. Both Marios have a little bit of invincibility on the startup of their up B too, which is sick for avoiding shine spikes. Mario gets a wall jump, and the Doc doesn't, because Nintendo hates doctors. Mario additionally can wall jump after an up B. The wall jump is a pretty tight timing though, requiring you to press away from the wall within a frame of the up B ending. The Marios have this weird edge guard game versus some characters. It can be amazing because of this little guy. Cape has a unique property in when that it hits an opponent, it flips them on the x-axis. Cape can cover multiple angles of spacey up B and really force them to up B at unpredictable timings, or forego it entirely for side B. Versus characters like Marth or Sheik or Falcon, Cape prevents them from facing forward and grabbing ledge. Although Falcon can still do weird stuff to avoid this. Versus some characters, capes actually help their recovery. Characters like Peach or Donkey Kong, who maintain a lot of control over their recovery during the duration of up B, say, "Thank you, Mario," as they gain vertical distance. The Marios can have a pretty solid edgeguard game versus certain characters with their bear wall. Dr. Mario's bear in particular sends at a strong semi-spike angle, and can gimp characters like Falcon or Marth with relative ease. Mario's bear has a poorer angle for edgeguards, but that means you can string together a couple pretty consistently. The Mario back throw is decent as a gimp mix-up. Dr. Mario does have an up B edge stall similar to Sheik, however, it is way harder due to the input, unless you're cracked, like Franz. Just something to keep in mind, and it can make some edgeguards more flowchart. Overall, the Marios are average, but still playable in the modern meta. While their neutral is stifled by range, they got some crazy grab follow-ups, especially versus fast fallers, and their recovery and edgeguarding can be quite potent. Don't believe me? Let's ask Mario Extraordinaire, Turn Down for Walt.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Turn Down for Walt here. Oh, fuck. Mario is a plumber.
In Project M, traits were combined from Dr. Mario and Mario, and the stuff that was unusable in Melee was buffed, a Frankenstein of all the best properties of Mario. Mario was used as a base for most moves, and then certain moves were given dock properties. This is extremely important, as Dr. Mario had more end lag on his moves compared to Mario, although you can still play as Dr. Mario. It's a skin though. Fair was buffed to become a behemoth of a move. It is Dr. Mario's Fair at the beginning, which is amazing as a finisher. However, the late hit is Mario's Meteor Fair. The move has less end lag too, making it overall stronger and rush down in combos. You will never have to worry about fairing off the stage again. Back air is Dr. Mario's angle with Mario's power. Say hello to a 11% back air that sends at a semi-spike angle. Or a Sakurai angle, cause why not? Mario's fireball is now stronger with a better angle and less end lag. But he doesn't have an up B cancel, so I suck with him. With his buffed neutral, Mario can do quite a lot. He still benefits from the same basic concepts in Melee. Play a solid ground game with wave dash, crouch cancel, tilts, and down smash, with some tweaks. Burst approaches like Fair and Nair are scary, as these moves link to a stronger punish game. Less end lag on aerials is whereas PM's additional frame in the air can lead to burst movement and approaches with waveland aerials. Even without his up B cancel out of shield, Mario still has a decent out of shield up smash with up smash out of shield, which received a buff. Mario can rain down fireballs on his opponents and mix them up, shades of Akuma. Mario fireball angles are similar to Doc Pills, and they do more damage, making them much harder to clank. Bear can be used to zone and also as a burst approach due to reverse aerial rush. The simultaneous threat of B-reverse fireballs and Bear can make the Mario threat range deceptively strong. Fair is useful, it is safe on shield, and can be used as an overshoot option as well. It can help to have the Melee Mario Fair end lag in neutral. On punish though, you want the fist. All of these tools in conjunction can make Mario one of the scariest scrappers in the game. The combination of quick normals that launch, great CC options, and the ever-present threat of grab make it hard to play up close to him. But you can't zone him either, he'll fireball and cape your shit. Speaking of grab, punish. Mario gets the best of both worlds here. He gets the ease of Melee Mario up tilt and up air combos with the finishers of Dr. Mario. Wavelands can increase the consistency of the combo game. And chain grabs are still here, yay! Because of the down throw chain grab, Mario gets devastating down throw follow-ups on the cast. He chain grabs Diddy to death. I hate this character, sorry. Down throw and up throw into Fair can be a consistent kill confirm, but he also can do things like down throw F smash. There's plenty of mix-ups in the combo game that Mario can go for, like this, or this, or this. Hey, remember down tilt that was useless in Melee? Now it can link into Fair at kill percents. This transforms a useless move into a quick combo starter. One of the stronger down tilts in the game, in my opinion. Mario Dash Attack is useful as a tech chase and a combo extender, and of course all these things set up for the offstage game. Mario's edgeguard game is pretty solid with his bear. However, because of the aforementioned kill confirm, Mario can be downright killing before he enters the edgeguard state, or try and edgeguard into a flowchart kill confirm. It's scary. Mario down B has significantly more drift in P+, compared to the Melee counterpart. The mash required for max height is much lower. Mario could make it back from the blast zone. Mario retains his wall jump after up B, but is no longer an extremely tight technique. As long as you are touching the wall before the up B, you can press the other direction. This is slightly different than Melee and less frame tight. Mario's up B is better than both of his Melee counterparts. It goes further, faster, and is the sun. The hitbox is active from 3 to 15, as opposed to 3 to 21 for Dr. Mario, or 3 to 24 for Mario. The hitbox covers Mario's entire body well, and the distance speaks for itself. Mario is a grower, not a shower. The combination of wall jump, down B drift, and the ever-present magnet hands make Mario one of the trickiest characters to edgeguard. But because he's a stubby boy, Mario still has flaws. It doesn't matter how good your moves are when dealing with giant zoning hitboxes. You can struggle versus characters that you cannot get in on or start as grab flowcharts. An important aspect of the meta of PM is the prevalence of fast fallers and semi-fast fallers. Mario combos the mess out of these characters, which increases his viability. He can kill them with chain grabs and up throw fair like no other. Whether it is M2K pill camping, Gallo freestyling his combos, the Doctor with his oppressive neutral and confirms, or any other player for that matter, Mario has been prevalent in the Project M meta for a very long time. He has had good results through multiple versions of the game, and is a solid example of a fundamentals character still being able to compete. Like a Ryu character. Except Ryu has chain grabs now, so maybe like a Zangief character? This is better than a Dan character. I mean, Dan kind of has Melee Mario fireballs. Character balance can be incredibly nuanced and complicated, and the Marios are a good example of that. As a flagship for Nintendo, it makes sense that the Mario ends up being solidly middle of the cast. But by just tweaking and combining the attributes from Mario and Dr. Mario, PM was able to create a Mario that feels true to his original self, while also competing with several godlike characters. If you have a good understanding of Smash fundamentals, or you want some, you should pick this character up in either game.
Deep trouble anyway. Yeah. Oh, both hits? Oh my god!
And he made it back
What?
off of all of that! He's insane! Up throw, reverse bear, nice. I would love Mario reverse bear.
Nice grab. Yep, fourth row.
There's so much on the line right here. Doctor right there, he got the up air, he
Oh.
got the down tilt, he got the forward air!
How did he get that?
Maybe even dress up as Mario for Halloween. I don't know.